Hello everybody, and welcome to my playthrough of Snowrunner. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to apologise for the video quality on these last few videos. I'd changed some settings in OBS and hadn't changed them back, so my bitrate was completely wrong. This affects the last video and this one, which is why I'm going to have a lot of jump cuts just to minimise on the bad quality. I still wanted to post these videos because they document my journey through Snowrunner, Michigan. I hope that the picture quality doesn't disappoint too much. Now back to what we're doing today. As you'll recall from the last video, I started pulling the cement up from the quarry, but I ran into a few issues with my twin steer. So to get the ball rolling on cement for the region, I've brought some down to the warehouse, and now I'm going to load up with some wood. This is for the next contract, super order. Now that that's loaded, I'm going to head back to the place where I dropped off 2 pallets of cement and get them loaded onto the Fleet Star. With the cement loaded onto the Fleet Star, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, which is overload the wooden planks onto the top. This will save me the time having to come back and collect it. With the wood loaded on, I'm just going to bring the crane down on top just to hold it in place. And then, instead of restoring the crane, I'm just going to pull the anchors up. That should keep the load in place while I make my way back to the garage in Smithfield Dam. Before I go, I'll top off the tanks and I'll see you back at the garage. Now I'm here, I'm just going to pick up a trailer. Oh, that was a little bit of a wheelie. Sorry, got distracted there. I'm grabbing a trailer so I can start to load up for the trip to Black River. I always manage to go one further than I need. As the wood needs to go to another destination, I'm going to jump in the White Western Star, grab a trailer, and then load the wood onto there. With the wood loaded onto the semi-trailer, now what I want to do is transfer the cement to my sideboard trailer. Why are you transferring the cargo, you might be asking? Well, the cement needs to go to the town centre in Black River. I then need to deliver some cargo to a house. It makes sense to me not to have the cargo I want to transport there in a trailer. I'm going to get the loading done and then make my way to the service hub. There I'm going to collect some vehicle spare parts. Now those are loaded, we're going to make our way to the fuel station, where I need to collect some fuel. I'm now fully loaded with all the items I need for Black River. I'm going to make my way to the town centre, so I'll see you there. It's definitely nice coming back to Black River, to where my journey in Snowrunner began. The terrain here definitely feels less daunting than it did when I first set out, meaning it's almost a pleasure to drive on these roads. Enough reminiscing. Let's get the cement dropped off, and then I can make my way up to the old house. And that's another stage of cement for the region completed. All I need to do now is make my way up to the old house in the Fleet Star. The contract super order has us delivering cargo in a set order, so I can't actually drop this off yet. But that doesn't mean that I can't pre-position the truck ready to deliver. To bring the marker up on the map, all you need to do is start tracking the contract. As I know where I need to go, I'm just going to mark out a route and make my way up there. I'll see you at the old house. It's not a difficult drive up here, and certainly less so without putting a trailer behind me. I'm going to leave the Fleet Star here, and I'll come back when the contract super order requires us to drop the cargo. I'm going to head back to Smithfield Dam and the White Western Star. I'm on my way to the service hub to pick up some service spare parts. This is for the contract super order, and I need to take these to the logistics base, which is on the other side of the map. I also need to get some fuel and consumables, so it's going to be a trip to the fuel station and then to the farm. I've loaded the fuel into the semi-trailer, and now I'm off to the farm to get some consumables. Now I'm at the farm, I'm going to load up the consumables and then leave the White Western Star here. I'm going to come back to this later, but for now I want to finish cement for the region. So it's back to the twin steer. I'm now going to head to Island Lake through the swamp. I'm taking a bit of a chance going through the swamp with the twin steer, as it only has diff lock and no all-wheel drive. But with some careful driving and a bit of winch work, I make it to Island Lake and the lumber mill, where I'm going to drop off my first load of cement. With those 2 pallets delivered, it's now off to the logging station in Drummond Island. After a reasonably uneventful trip, I've arrived at the logging station in Drummond Island. Delivering these 2 pallets will complete cement for the region. Completing this contract has given me another bucket load of XP and seen me rise to rank 16. Now I'll be able to fully concentrate on super order. So it's back to Smithfield Dam and the GMC 9500. I'm going to load up a concrete slab here and then make my way to the other warehouse near the entrance to Drummond Island. This is where I'm going to get some metal beams. The concrete slabs and the metal beams are for the port in Drummond Island, so I'm going to head there now and drop off the GMC 9500. Now I have 2 of the 4 cargoes sitting in the destination areas ready to go. I've still got 2 other parts of the cargo to deliver. I'm already fully loaded for the logistics base in Smithfield Dam, but I've also going to have to load up for the logging station in Ireland Lake. I think what I'll do though is drop off the cargo I've already got ready for the logistics base in Smithfield Dam and start to get super order up and running. This should be a simple pull, so if nothing interesting happens, I'll catch up with you at the logistics base. I had no major dramas and I've reached the logistics base. Let's get this cargo unloaded. With the stage complete, now I've got to get the cargo together for Ireland Lake. And for that, I need to head back to Smithfield Dam, where I'll grab another trailer and then make my way to the various warehouses and collect the cargo. First on the shopping list is a pallet of fuel barrels. Second is a pallet of consumables. And finally, some concrete blocks. These 3 pallets need to be delivered to the logging station in Ireland Lake. With that stage complete, just a very simple matter now to travel across the map to each of the trucks I've got and then deliver the final bits of cargo. The Fleet Star in Black River, and the final load to the port in Drummond Island. And that takes me to rank 17 and to the end of my adventure in Michigan for now. You may have noticed that I haven't actually done the logging contracts in Michigan. For those, I'm going to wait until I've got a slightly better truck. Recording issues aside for these last 2 videos, this has been an incredible journey for me, and not only in Snowrunner. I've never done video editing before and I've learnt so much doing this. Next time though, we're going to be heading to Alaska. I do hope that you've enjoyed my journey through Michigan. And as always, thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.